Hello, hello, hello. Happy Easter to everyone out there. Good morning. Coach Alvarez here again. Coming at you a little bit later than normal, but I still wanted to get it in today. I wanted to share something with everyone that just kind of goes with what I've been sharing with lately, what I share with all the time. But just going through this book, and it just kind of reinforces just kind of everything together. But it's not just me saying it, it's somebody else. But I wanted to read this to you real quick. Again, it's out of the book here, Champion's Mind. This little paragraph here is lead by creed and deed. And it says the strength of the group is the strength of the leaders. And it says Vince Lombardi underneath it. But then it goes into leaders make a positive difference by helping others develop from good to gold medal. Every member of a team, not just the coaches, or the designated captains, can and should be a leader. So not just the captains, not just the coach, but everyone. Everybody should look for opportunities for leadership in their own lives and think about ways they can make a positive impact on their teams. Okay, it says everyone, not just captains, not just coaches, but everyone. Everyone is responsible. Leadership responsibilities are taken very seriously within a championship caliber team. While any team or athlete can have a winning attitude, when the scoreboard is in their favor, a championship caliber team understands that a winning attitude is most needed during tough times. Okay, a winning attitude is most needed during tough times. Rather than pointing fingers or complaining, which some of us are doing right now, things are out of our control. A championship caliber team faces a loss or a lackluster performance with the attitude that we're all going to get better and find a way to make this work. I was going to stop there, but I want to finish off with this other little piece here because it's really good stuff. So John Wooden is a former UCLA basketball coach that led the Bruins to 10 NCAA championships as well as 4 undefeated seasons in an 88-game winning streak. He is one of the greatest. He was named greatest coach of the 20th century by ESPN. He has his own book out, Wooden on Leadership, How to Create a Winning Organization, which I need to get that one. But before I let you guys go, I want to make sure you guys get this. Before he goes, before you can lead others, you must be able to lead yourself. Okay, before you can lead others, you must be able to lead yourself. Define success for those under your leadership as a total commitment and effort to the team's welfare. Then show it yourself with your own effort and performance. Most of those you lead will do the same. Those who don't should be encouraged to look for a new team. Man, that's deep. That's deep. Let me make sure you catch that, right? Let me make sure you catch this. Before you can lead others, you must be able to lead yourself. Define success for those under your leadership as a total commitment and effort to the team's welfare. Then show it yourself with your own effort and performance. Most of those you lead will do the same. Those who don't should be encouraged to look for a new team. Man, I don't want anyone to look for a new team. I want everyone to stay on board with my team. You know what I mean? So, and before I read this part in this book, this is what I've been doing. So the mindset's already the same. It's just, when I'm reading this book and I catch something like this, man, it's just reinforcing everything that I'm already doing and already thinking. Okay, so just trying to share some things with you just so it's like, who is this guy? He's just saying all this stuff. He's trying to bring all these motivational messages. And it's not just coming out of like thin air, you know what I mean? Or just making stuff up. It's stuff that I'm doing all the time already, stuff that I've lived by, stuff that I've either read or someone shared with me. Hey, Alvarez, you need to do this, you need to do that, kind of thing. And then when you come across something that helps you reinforce, what you're already doing, it's just good stuff. And like I said, a winning caliber team understands that a winning attitude is most needed during tough times. So we got to keep the winning attitude. Okay, that's what these things are about. Again, you can scroll through your news feed, turn on the news, and there's negativity all over the place. There's people, complaining and whining about stuff or sharing negative political things, and it's this person's fault, it's that side's fault, and whatever, whose fault, and whatever the case may be. Look, we are where we are, and all the sharing negative posts and trying to change people's minds on certain things, which you're not going to do, doesn't really help. What helps is making sure everyone, not just the captains and the coaches, are doing their part to make sure that you're impacting people's lives in a positive way. I just think that's just some really good stuff. So we're all leaders, we're all captains, and we're all, we all have to play our part and do our part to bring in the good stuff, instead of doing our part to bring in the negative stuff. Because man, there's a dime a dozen, man. Like that's the bottom of the barrel. Like I think it's the crab in the barrel kind of thing. Like everything's at the bottom with negativity and just the way the world is right now. But there's very few people out there trying to share the good stuff. It's so easy to just get ticked off and just be negative, and then see something negative on Facebook and then share it. But can you keep a positive mind and keep your mind frame in the right place during times like this? And it's important that you show that not only to your family, to your friends, but the other people around you. And like this last part said, which really got me was, and for those under his leadership, wait a minute. Those who don't should be encouraged to look for a new team. Like, I don't know. I want people to stay on the squad. I want people to stay on the team. There'll be people that'll leave. They always do. But it shouldn't be because I'm not doing my part and I'm just, sitting in a corner somewhere in the dark being sad because, we can't do what we really want to do and move forward with a lot of things because we're in a standstill. So, do your part today. Make sure you have a positive mindset. If you don't have one, man, you gotta get to changing that, get to reading, get to listening, be around some different people. It's tough because sometimes your friends and family don't help because of their attitudes and their mindset. And so you got to separate yourself. I know I had to do that multiple times, and that's probably one of the toughest things to do, is to separate yourself from your loved ones if they're not on the right path that you're trying to take or the mindset you're trying to have. I make it very clear to my family members, like, man, if you're coming over my house with that, with that negativity, it's just not gonna happen. You don't come over. I have that rule and mindset on my mats. Our mat space is a happy place. And if you're having a super crappy day, and you're not happy with life, and then you want to come in and bring it to that negativity and those vibes to my mat space, that's not going to work. Like, you leave that stuff in the car, you leave it on the passenger seat, put it in the trunk, come in and train, clear your mind, hug some friends, say hello, get a good sweat in, reset your mind, and then pick up that baggage on the way out when you're on your way home, but don't bring it into my mat area. I have the same rule with my house. I don't want to be around negativity. I don't want to hear it. I don't have time for it. Again, I'm a shoulder to cry on and an ear, for people to talk to, but only if we're gonna have a game plan and some type of action that we're gonna take to fix the problem. But if it's just gonna be where you want to cry on my shoulder and there's no action after that, I'm not that guy. I'm not the person to come to. Go holler at your friends with some of that stuff and have a pity party. But if you want to come in and get some advice or just, have someone just to let some stuff off your chest and then we fix the problem, man, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So everyone has their part to be a leader of their team. We all have our own teams outside of here, which is your family. And I think you have a duty and obligation to make sure that you're committed to be a leader with some positive and winning attitude so that you can lead them down the right path. And on top of that, I think for all of us that have kids or whoever that's looking up to us, should follow suit. They will follow suit, but it's just one of those phrases that you hear when you're, coming up when you're a kid, monkey see, monkey do. If you're negative, crying, whining about stuff, sitting around, not taking action, not working out, not eating right, not taking care of your body and your mind, what do you expect the people underneath you to do? They're going to do the exact same thing. And then we're just building more of that. So just wanted to get that out to you guys. Again, about finished with my coffee here. I just thought that was really good stuff for today, and it just goes right in line with everything that I've been talking about and then what we're going through. So we're going through some tough times, so gotta have that gold medal mindset and make it happen. So I'm about to get my doggies, go take a little walk, get outside, it stopped raining, so I'm trying to make that happen before the rain picks back up. So get some exercise in today, do whatever it is you gotta do, but just keep your mind in the right place, stay active, stay busy, and, be a winner. All right, you guys have a great day. Talk to you guys next time. Happy Easter.